everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the San Francisco...
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Detroit Lions. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And with this offense, what about DJ Fluker?
Came out of Alabama, could play tackle, could play guard. He's so big, Brandon, I think he plays both at the same time.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. Third down here. And now the Lions defensive starters.
Vaughn Alexander's one of the exciting linebackers in the league. His forte, speed.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They'll drop the throw. Cooper's got it. 23 yards on the play.
Let's go. I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Williams. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Three buzz. Check it back.
Check and reload.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Hey, let's go.
58 to Mike. Watch the backer.
Another try after the first down sack. Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. And now the offense for Detroit.
And the play of this offensive line is going to be so important in this game because we saw the sack a minute or so ago. They've got to be able to give their guy time to throw. That means communication and being physical is vital. Otherwise, this could be a long game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
58, right over there.
Shotgun now for Brady. And complete to Zach Ertz. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He's got LeGarrette Blount. LeGarrette Blount. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. LeGarrette Blount, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2nd and 9 now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kendall Beckwith leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Quan Alexander picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
First down, Lions on a pickup of 13. The numbers for Jones last week, 4 catches, 95 yards.
Look, I know everybody wants to be number 1 in everything they do, but he's number 2 in the league in receiving yards. That's a strong number, a strong year, and they want that to continue.
The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. Well, look now at our starting defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Brady's throw there complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. Brady already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Check it. Bravo.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. On 2nd down, Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Lions will take over. So here are the Lions to take over. They've dropped 5 straight coming in, so right now cherishing this lead. And they've got the football as well, 1st and 10. Brady now on 1st down. And now finally he'll be forced to go down, just protecting the football, hitting the turf. It's a sack.
No, 66. 72.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Brady now to throw. And that will be incomplete. A 3rd down. He tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Well, he challenged the play. Now 49er pressure, and they get it. It's blocked. And they are going to take possession of the football. So much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you.
No.
However form, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the football so they don't pick it up and take it all the way.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Damian Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, and result, touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they feel really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Hey,
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, he's going to dump it off to Gurley. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Hey, exit. Sugar.
From the 38, Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good, and then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much, because as you noted, things change. Now they got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And he's going to take in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Sony Michel. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes Tom Brady and the Patriot offense back onto the field. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow, you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting the lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go and be a little more free.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
Hey, Alabama. Alert! Hey, Charlie!
To try again after the sack. Brady, the Sanders has got it complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Let me go.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, high 7.
To throw again. Brady toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, Delta. Hey, goal 66.
Brady to throw again. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
58 to Mike, 58.
72. Go.
Here we go. 58 to Mike.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
2nd and 1. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And he's going to go down again. Quan Alexander able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Brady, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Julio Jones once again the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. The final shot before half for Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. So we've hit halftime all even. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered cover. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do in the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Their partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again they run with Gurley. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4 down.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Call that a very strong gain of 24. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. K.J. Wright picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Quan Alexander able to record his 5th sack of the season. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So out now come the Lions. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know, all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
On 2nd and 12, Brady complete to Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Motion, motion, motion. Reset, reset. Check it, reload. Hey, echo. 50.
From the gun, it's Brady. Dumps it off to Lewis. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Brady going to throw. It's caught. Jones. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short game. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal.
53 to Mike. 53.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how it be.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
2nd and 14. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ward. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. Slings this deep from McLaurin. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Brady. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Got to love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Mike, 58 right there. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 58, boys. 58. 58, Mike. Alpha.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw is Brady. And he connects with Ertz. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. '49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. Hey, Sugar.
To throw is Brady. Going underneath for Lewis. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it. So this one's over.